Hi, it's Phil from Delphi. Now, Mercedes wheel alignments. There is a key part to wheel alignment where most technicians miss or get wrong. So in this video, we're going to go through how to that specific part to make sure you get your customer's wheel alignment right first time. Let's go. All the wheel alignment equipment's on. What we're going to do now is look at the technical data, and that's going to give us the exact procedure for Mercedes vehicles. Let's head to technical data from the hub. We can then put the reg or the VIN in, but I've searched this vehicle before in my recent searches. We then come down to maintenance procedures, and then we come down to wheel alignment settings, and this car's a rear wheel drive. We can now see all of the standard things like setting the tyre pressures, making sure the tyre condition's okay. But what we want to do is come down, and what we've got is this here. This is an inclinometer where you have to measure the angle of the steering arm on the front, and then on the back you need to measure the angle of the drive shaft or half shaft. You then take those readings, put them into the wheel alignment machine, and then that will configure the alignment, toe, camber, caster angles that you need to set on the vehicle. It's a section that a lot of technicians are missing. We're going to be using this laser inclinometer, but we also need the bracketry, and that will depend on which Mercedes model you've got. We kind of have the base that clicks on. Then we have different adapters depending on the design of the arm. Some of them are a 2-point, some of them are a 4-point. So the inclinometer goes up into the arm. We have the correct adapter plate. Some of these arms have, they're much fatter arms with multiple points to go onto where these would go. On this arm, we're going to locate them against there, and we're going to get it just seated in position correctly. There we go. Perfect. So it's nice and seated. Flat on the arm, we can see we're at 2.7 degrees. Right, it's 2.7 degrees on the front. Let's look at what we get on the back. Right, 1.3, 1.2. The Mercedes C-Class is selected. We need to set the wheel size and then enter the numbers from the inclinometer. So there, set the wheel size, 17 inch, okay, and then set the height. Right, it was 2.7 on the front. And it was 1.2 on the back. We can now see on the right-hand side of the screen all of the wheel alignment figures. Just out of interest, if we were to put different numbers in, you'll see the numbers change for the toe angles that we need to set. Let me show you what that would look like. We can see there that our toe angles have changed, and this is why it's so important to get the correct measurements on the inclinometer before you start the wheel alignment. Now you'll notice in the top left-hand corner that we don't have all of the weights that you would have on a normal vehicle where we would weight each corner. Instead, the inclination angles will compensate for that and give you the correct readings. Now you've seen how to use the inclinometer and the adapter plates to measure the angles of each of the steering arms and the rear drive shafts. Now you can do your suspension alignment the right way. If you want to see more videos, then why not follow us on social media or visit the Masters of Motion online hub. And for more expert-led courses, then why not check out the Delphi Academy. See you next time.